Hi, this is Renee, and I am blind. Welcome to my home yoga studio slash exercise room, my happy place. Today we'll be discussing port placement and my continuing journey through Carcinosarcoma. So I'll hope you join me. So pull up your yoga mat or a chair, a comfy seat, and let's get started. So, a little bit of housekeeping. So, again, my name's Renee. Welcome to my channel, and I hope that you'll find this video helpful. I'm blind. I am an 11-year breast cancer survivor. Praise God. And so, I just wanted to let you know. So, because of my blindness, if I'm not looking at the camera, not even in the camera shot, please give me some grace. So today I'm going to talk about port placement, then and now. 11 years ago, as I said, I had breast cancer, stage 3, and I needed chemotherapy, so that necessitated a port. I remember when I went to surgery that day, right before they were going to take me back for port placement, a young man came in with a big board of all these different ports, and they all just looked amazingly huge to me. And I'm thinking, you're going to put something the size of a golf ball in my chest? Oh, hell no. But it ended up that it actually was the size of about a cherry tomato. I still didn't really like it, but knew it was something that I needed to deliver the life-saving medicine, and it was about right here. And the scar's small, and I'm still able to wear things that where you can see the scar, but I don't feel it's gross or obnoxious, and so I moved on with life. And the best side effect of having the port and the chemotherapy was being 11-year survivor and getting to live. So again, praise God for that. So here we are, 2026. I was diagnosed in December 2025 with carcinosarcoma, a hysterectomy on December 22nd, 2025, confirmed, yes, indeed, it was carcinosarcoma. They originally thought it was serous carcinoma, but pathology showed carcinosarcoma, which is an extremely aggressive form of uterine cancer, and it has biological markers that, as I said, can make it aggressive. So this time around, even after the hysterectomy and we evicted the cancer from my body, chemo is still being recommended from the oncologist to make sure that there's no microscopic spread and also reduces risk of recurrence. So my experience this time around with port placement, quite a bit different, and I will show you the port at the end of this video. This video is not meant to be medical advice, it's just my experience. So take what you like and leave the rest. So I went to surgery to get this port placed January 16th, 2026. And so again, there was an educator with the port, and I wasn't too happy again because I thought, you're going to put something in my chest that's highly visible and it's necessary, but I still don't have to be happy about it. And I think sometimes we try to buck up and be positive every moment of the day. And I think sometimes just acknowledging I'm aggravated or I don't like this is okay. So I told the guy I was kind of familiar with it and wasn't excited about it, and wasn't there any option that was smaller? And lo and behold, he said, yes, there was a low profile port. And I guess this is fairly new in the last few years. So instead of here, the port's over here. It's way smaller, and I'll show it to you end of the video. So for those of you who are squeamish and want to peace out before I show it, please feel free to do so. I'm also wearing a shirt with snaps that I got from online. It's called a chemo port shirt. If you enter that in a search term, you ought to be able to find it. has snaps on either side, so no matter what side your port's placed on, they can access it. So I had my IV put in. That was in port education and all the kind of normal stuff that happens pre-surgery. And then I was wheeled back to the surgical room. They give you medication that makes you relaxed, but you'll be awake for this surgery and lucid, although you'll feel very relaxed. They drape you with all the surgical things and wipe your chest and get you all prepped up. And once you're relaxed, prepped, the surgeon comes in. And in my case, it took 38 minutes. You can feel some moving and tugging, and you can feel it when he's stitching you up, or at least I could. I don't know what your experience was, but mine, or what yours will be. But both times mine, I could feel him moving around and some pressure and some tugging with the stitches, but nothing hurt, nothing. I want to reassure you it did not hurt. They wheeled me back to the recovery room, and it took about an hour. They want to keep you about an hour to make sure everything's okay. The nurse went through discharge instructions, which includes no bath for 2 days. So my port placement was yesterday, and I just took, I'm sorry. My port placement was 2 days ago. I was able to go visit my grandsons who are highly active. I didn't pick them up or do anything like that, but I was able to hang out. I was comfortable with some mild pain meds, Tylenol, and I had a very low dose oxycodone from my hysterectomy that I took a couple of times, maybe when I was highly uncomfortable. I would say it's not terribly painful, but I'm noticing some mobility, not being able to lift my arm very high, and they don't want you doing a lot of activity with that arm. But all in all, it's not too bad. Pretty comfortable. So I will start my chemo January 22nd, and I'm glad I did a port both times, and I'll tell you why. Because I watched women who did not get a port in chemotherapy last time that were around me 11 years ago, and they have to find a proper vein to deliver chemo. They have to find another vein for a needle stick, and it was just miserable. I'd watch women cry and deteriorate, so I'm thinking it's worth this small inconvenience for something that'll make it easy to administer my medicine, and this is life-saving. So the best side effect to me of chemo treatment is, no matter what nuisance it is, the best side effect is getting to live. So I want to show you my port now. So for those of you who are squeamish, you can go ahead and look away for a moment. So I'm going to unsnap my shirt. So there's 4 snaps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. As you can see, there's 2 incisions and stitches, and it's still a little bruisey and swollen, but I think that I'll heal up nicely, and it'll be around my bra strap or where maybe my bathing suit snap will be, so I will be much more happy with this port placement. So January 22nd, chemo will start, and I will do a video after that. So I can tell you about my experience with that through the first few days and what it was like. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, can you please hit like or subscribe so other women like us dealing with carcinosarcoma can find this channel and hopefully find some comfort and just the education and maybe support and encouragement they need to not be so scared. As we all know, this diagnosis can sometimes be a little bit scary, but I'm feeling hopeful. So let's all say carcinosarcoma strong, and I will see you next video.